Hey, movie lovers! Welcome back to our ultimate streaming guide, where we unveil the best new movies hitting your favorite platforms. Whether you're a Netflix aficionado, a Hulu devotee, or you prefer the wonders of HBO Max, we've got you covered. We scoured all the top streaming services to bring you a curated list of the latest cinematic gems. Get ready to update your watch list as we dive into the best new movies across Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, HBO Max, Apple TV+, Peacock, Paramount+, and more. Pain Hustlers. David Yates directs this Netflix original that stars Emily Blunt as Lisa Drake, a blue-collar single mom who lost her job and is desperate to support her sick daughter, Chloe Coleman. When she runs into pharmaceutical sales rep Pete Brenner Chris Evans, she's offered an opportunity of a lifetime that comes with some serious moral compromises. As her boss, Andy Garcia, becomes increasingly unhinged, and the impact of her company becomes increasingly negative, Lisa is forced to make difficult choices to support her family. Streaming on Netflix. Susie searches. Kiersey Clemens stars as Susie, an awkward college student determined to bolster her popularity and true crime podcast by discovering the whereabouts of a missing classmate. Except Susie has a secret. She's the one who kidnapped the classmate in the first place. Streaming on Hulu. The Nun 2, the second in Warner Brothers' The Nun series, aptly titled The Nun 2, picks up in France in 1956 after the murder of a priest. A supernatural evil is spreading through the church, and Sister Irene Tessa Farmiga goes to investigate. Her investigation soon brings her face-to-face once again with Valid, the demon nun, streaming on HBO Max. Surrounded. Letitia Wright stars in this western as Mo Washington, a former Buffalo soldier traveling west to lay her claim to a gold mine. When her stagecoach is ambushed, Mo survives and takes a hostage. But when the bandits' gang decides to try to free him, Mo is caught surrounded and must fight her way out. Streaming on Amazon Prime Video. The Pigeon Tunnel. Go behind the curtain with one of the most celebrated spy novelists of all time, John le Carré, real name David Cornwell. Cornwell was a British spy himself during the Cold War, imbuing his pen name with a unique sense of story across his 6 decades of published work. This film by Errol Morris celebrates that career and leads into le Carré's final, most candid interview. Streaming on Apple TV+. Haunted Mansion. The famous Disneyland ride comes to life as single mom Gabby Rosario Dawson hires a tour guide, a psychic, a priest, and a historian to help her exorcise her newly bought mansion after she discovers it completely inhabited by ghosts. An all-star cast includes Lakeith Stanfield, Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito, Jared Leto, Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween Ends, and Tiffany Haddish. Streaming on Disney+. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Paramount and Nickelodeon have been busy with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboots, and Mutant Mayhem is one of the biggest hits yet. Growing up sheltered from the human world, the Turtle brothers have hit adolescence and are ready to emerge from the shadows and show their normal teenagers by performing heroic acts around the city. With the help of new friend April O'Neil Eo Edibiri, they decide to take on a mysterious crime syndicate, only to find that they may have bit off a little more than they can chew. Streaming on Paramount+. No Hard Feelings, a sleeper hit of the summer. Jennifer Lawrence and newcomer Andrew Barth Feldman star in the body comedy No Hard Feelings, which is about a teenager whose parents want him to come out of his shell. Percy Feldman is about to head off to college, but his parents are terrified that he's not ready to succeed on his own or function in a social environment. So they hire Maddie Lawrence, an Uber driver on the brink of losing her home, to wine and dine Percy. Thinking it's an easy way to get her car fixed up and make some money, Maddie dives in only to find that there's a lot more to Percy than meets the eye. Streaming on Netflix. Silver Dollar Road. This riveting Amazon original documentary takes the ProPublica article of the same name to new depths. Silver Dollar Road follows the Reels family and its matriarch, Mamie, who have been farming, fishing, and forging a sustainable life on their North Carolina land since emancipation. Their refusal to vacate the land, despite mounting corporate pressures, led to a wrongful conviction for civil contempt in 2011, putting the family behind bars for 8 years. Released in 2019, Mamie, Melvin, and Lee Cordes continue to struggle to regain the land that was wrongfully wrested from them by a racist, unjust legal system. Streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Flora and Sun, the newest modern musical from John Carney Once, Sing Street stars Eve Hewson as single mom Flora, completely at a loss with how to deal with her teenage son, Max Oren Kinlan. When a police officer encourages Max to find a hobby, Flora decides to push him into learning the guitar. Max bucks, but Flora soon finds a love for the instrument herself through remote classes with a washed-up LA musician, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And Max, it turns out, just happens to have another musical talent that allows mother and son to discover a secret love of music together. Streaming on Apple TV+. Elemental, Pixar's newest release, has gone straight to Disney+. In Element City, fire, water, land, and air coexist together, but they don't necessarily hang out together. But the fiery Ember Leah Lewis and go-with-the-flow guy Wade Mamudu Athi are out too. Determined the elements have more in common than meets the eye, streaming on Disney+. No Accident. This documentary chronicles the fight to bring white supremacists to justice after the deadly Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. After counter-protesters suffered injuries and Heather Heyer was killed by a white supremacist driver, a civil lawsuit was organized against white nationalist leaders and organizations. This is the story of that suit, which exposed a broad network of conspirators. Streaming on HBO Max, Five Nights at Freddy's. Based on the cult video game series, Five Nights at Freddy's stars Josh Hutcherson as Mike Schmidt, a security guard who starts a nighttime job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a family entertainment center that has gone past its prime and become completely abandoned. But he soon finds out that the reason there's security is because the 4 animatronic mascots, Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie the Bunny, Chica the Chicken, and Foxy the Pirate Fox, come to life to murder anyone still there after midnight. Streaming on Peacock. Cobweb. In Cobweb, young Peter Woody Norman hears a constant tap within his bedroom wall. That is slowly driving him insane with fear. His parents, however, insist it's all in his imagination. As the fear intensifies and the tapping persists, however, Peter begins to wonder if his parents, Lizzie Kaplan and Anthony Starr, are hiding a terrible secret from him. Streaming on Hulu. Old Dads. Comedian Bill Burr directs and stars in this comedy about 3 best friends who become fathers later in life and find themselves at a generational disadvantage. With the preschool principals, millennial CEOs, and childhood politics of parenthood, Burr, Bobby Cannavale, and Hakeem Woodbine star as the dads, streaming on Netflix. Dalaland. Ben Kingsley stars as Salvador Dali in his later years. Well known and respected as one of the greatest artists of the 20th century, he finds himself navigating the unexpected stress on his tremendously strong marriage to Galler, Barbara Sukowa. The film is told through the eyes of James Christopher Brinney, a young assistant in 1970 for who is determined to make his name in the art world, as he helps the Mercurial Dolly prepare for a gallery show. Streaming on Hulu. The Burial. Jamie Foxx and Tommy Lee Jones star in this Amazon original about a handshake deal gone wrong. After funeral homeowner Jeremiah O'Keefe Jones gets ensnared in a contract dispute with a corporate giant, he hires charismatic attorney Willie E. Gary Fox to save his family business. The lawyer gets to work at digging up a complex web of race, power, and oppression that exposes corporate corruption, all while establishing a very real friendship between lawyer and client. streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Isn't it great to have so many streaming options right at your fingertips? We hope you found some exciting new movies to watch. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more streaming recommendations. Thanks for joining us and happy streaming!